The Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture present Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson. Also presented by Adena Springs South, Daily Racing Form, Double Diamond Farm, Gulfstream Park, Jerry Parks Insurance Group, Lamb South, Ocala Breeders Sales Company, and Tampa Bay Downs.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Thoroughbred Week, featuring 8 stakes from Gulfstream Park, including an undefeated Kentucky Derby prospect in the Grade 2 Fountain of Youth Stakes and an undefeated Kentucky Oaks contender in the Grade 2 Devona Dale Stakes. We begin with the Grade 3 Gulfstream Park Sprint Stakes. XY Jet, the 1-2 favorite. Larry Comas has the call.
XY Jet, 3 furlongs to go, leads at 3/4 of a length over Trouble Kid. Can Dip is 2 lengths off of them. Then Grand Billy, Ready for Rise, got about 7 lengths to make up as they come toward the top of the stretch. Then Griff and Viva Mallorca. Oh, that half was 43-4. They're coming to the top of the stretch, and XY Jet turns for home with a 2.5 length lead. Ready for Rye is coming. He's moved up into second. He's 3 lengths behind with a furlong to go. On the inside comes Can Dip. In the center of the track, it is Griff. And now reaching for the wire is XY Jet. Here comes Can Dip. XY Jet holds on by a length.
Florida bred XY Jet, the front-running winner officially by 1.25 lengths. Misael Jaramillo aboard the OBS Sales Graduate in 1:15.4, a 1:05 Buyer Speed rating. The 5th consecutive victory for XY Jet, who defeated Statebreds in the Sunshine Million Sprint in his seasonal debut. Trainer Jorge Navarro plans to ship him to Dubai for the Group 1 Golden Shaheen. A $56,000 OBS August yearling, XY Jet has earned $365,000 for Gelfenstein Farm and Rockingham Ranch, which just acquired majority interest in the winter. The 4-year-old gelding by Ken Tharos was bred in Florida by Didier Placencia. Florida breds, race him or chase him. To Sam Houston Park for the Max M Gold Cup. Freestyler, the 2-1 favorite. Tom Harris picks up the call.
Midway round the turn in the Max M Gold Cup. At the inside, Coup de Grace just in front. Jessica Starr pressing on the outside. Mobile Bay now within striking range. And they bend off the turn and run for home in the big one. Coup de Grace at the inside. Jessica Starr chasing on the outside. Mobile Bay, Freestyler in the search as well. In deep stretch they come from between horses. Jessica Starr, Mobile Bay in the final yards. Mobile Bay up to win the Max M Gold Cup.
Mobile Bay rallies from last to defeat Jessica Starr by a neck. Francisco Torres aboard in 1:50.1. A 4-time stakes winner last year, including the Grade 2 Super Derby, Mobile Bay was coming off an 8th place finish in the Grade 3 John B. Connolly Turf Cup. The 4-year-old colt by Lone Star Special was bred in Louisiana by his owner, Tiger Tail Ranch. Mobile Bay has earned $674,000. Victor Arsenault trains the winner. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com.
You know, we all have dreams.
Yes, Drosselmeyer, what a finish to the classic. Speightstown wins by 2 on the wire.
But if you have the courage to walk toward those dreams,
Super Saver in the Kentucky Derby.
this could be you someday.
Take your next step. Dream big. Breed Windstar.
OBS March, the 2-year-old source of 77 stakes horses in 2015 and 7 Breeders' Cup winners, including Eclipse Award finalist Stop Charging Maria and Breeders' Cup Sprint and Dubai Golden Shaheen hero Secret Circle. Over 600 juveniles have been cataloged for the 2-day expanded format sale March 15th and 16th. The under-tax shows will span 3 days beginning March 9th. OBS, we measure success by performance.
A Florida bred. He is not just a racehorse. He is our heart. He is our toil and sweat. He soaks up the bright sunshine, becoming mighty and strong. He feasts on our abundant grass and drinks our mineral-rich water. He is a way of life, our champion. His excellence brings us chills as he competes, inspiring us to greatness. He is our purpose, our soul. He is a Florida bred.
There's a new day dawning in Florida. Never before has a Breeders' Cup Classic winner retired to stud in the Sunshine State. Until now. Adena Springs presents three-time Grade 1 winner and earner of over $4 million, Fort Larned. New to Adena Springs South.
Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish. Florida produced Breeders' Cup Classic winner Mucho Macho Man. Florida is one of the premier breeding regions and training centers in the world. We are a leading prep center for Derby winners and contenders. We boast of premier veterinary research centers and 3 major racetracks. Florida has the largest 2-year-old in training sale in the world, selling horses 6 times annually. Florida is proudly represented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association. Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with turf racing from Gulfstream Park in this segment. We begin with fillies and mares in the Sand Spring Stakes. Partisan Politics, the 5-2 favorite. Larry Comas picks up the call.
They continue their journey up the backstretch. Luis Saez and Daring Cathy on top through a 45 3/2 mile. Unbridled Courage on the outside, putting the pressure on as they move into the far turn. And then it's Celestine who's racing third inside of Uchenna. Partisan Politics is going up on the outside. After that, it's Elusive Collection. And starting to pick it up on the far outside, Hope Cross. Taylor's down toward the rail. Aljalela's right there too. And here comes Faux Filet from the back of the pack. Gonna swing up on the far outside with some run. They're into the stretch. It is Celestine who emerges with the lead. On the outside comes Partisan Politics. Faux Filet flying down the center of the course. Oh, here comes Faux Filet like she was shot out of a cannon. Faux Filet wins the Sand Springs.
Regally bred Faux Filet rallies from last to defeat the favorite Partisan Politics by a length. Edgar Prado, the winning jockey, in 133 flat. A stakes winner and group stakes placed in France for Pascal Barry, Faux Filet was making her third start for Trainer Graham Motion. The Irish-bred 5-year-old mare is by Galileo out of Breeders' Cup Mile winner 6 Perfections. Faux Filet has earned $216,000 for Flaxman Holdings. DRF Breeding, home of the new sire-powered results tool. Access race results from North America. Visit drf.com/breeding for additional information. Male turf milers in the Grade 3 Canadian Turf Stakes. Heart to Heart, the 9-10 favorite. Again, here's Larry Comas.
They continue through a 48 flat half mile. It's been Heart to Heart so far. Heart to Heart leads the pack into the far turn by a length over Avanzare. Long on Value third, and right there on the inside, Passion for Action follows in fourth. Fredericksburg being ridden to go, and then Not a Cat But a Llama. Divisi Darrow has stayed on the rail the whole way so far, and Divisi Darrow is gaining some ground now with 6 lengths to make up, and is going to switch to the outside as they come to the top of the stretch. Heart to Heart turning for home in front by 2, and then it's Avanzare running in second to the inside, followed by Long on Value. Divisi Darrow's got a lot of work to do. He's closing on the far outside, but Heart to Heart and Julien Leparoux will win the Canadian Turf.
Odds-on favorite Heart to Heart takes the field gate to wire to defeat Long on Value by 2.5 lengths. Julien Leparoux up in 133-2. Heart to Heart closed out last season with a victory in the Grade 3 River City Handicap, and the Brian Lynch trainee captured the Grade 2 Fort Lauderdale Stakes in his first start this year. The Ontario-bred 5-year-old horse by English Channel was a $25,000 Canadian sale yearling. Heart to Heart has earned $726,000 for Terry Hamilton. For all your insurance needs, a specialist at Jerry Parks Insurance Group is there to assist you with 40 years of exceptional coverage. Look for Jerry Parks, John Cassie, or Kelly Weeks at the OBS March 2-year-old sale. 3-year-old turf sprinters in the Texas Glitter Stakes. No Holding Back Bear at 2-1, a slight favorite over Manhattan Dan. Once again, here's Larry Comas.
Manhattan Dan leading the way. On top by a length and a half over Drama Club running in second. No Holding Back Bear goes up on the outside. Then it's Duffel Bag and Expected Ruler who's pinned down at the rail 2 lengths off the lead. As Oscar Mike swings up on the far outside with a 5-wide run, they're into the stretch. Manhattan Dan off the turn in front by 2.5 lengths now. Into second is No Holding Back Bear on the outside, but Manhattan Dan's run away. Manhattan Dan's 4 lengths out in front of No Holding Back Bear and Duffel Bag. And Manhattan Dan and Javier Castellano win the Texas Glitter.
Manhattan Dan draws off to defeat No Holding Back Bear by 5 1/4 lengths. Javier Castellano aboard in 54-4. Graded stakes placed on both turf and dirt at 2. Manhattan Dan gets a stakes victory in his first start at 3. Trainer Gary Contessa is pointing the winner to the Group 1 Commonwealth Cup at Royal Ascot. The colt by Big Brown was bred in Kentucky by Sanford Robbins. Manhattan Dan has earned $145,000 for Platinum 7, Dan Guarino, and Runner Investments. Spendthrift Farm Snag in Temple City, the heir apparent to the great Dynaformer. Temple City has already sired 2 graded winners in 2016. And he's off to a better start at stud than Dynaformer, who also saw his career ascend rapidly after starting off at the modest fee of $5,000. Temple City, named a Value Sire of 2016 by Bill Oppenheim.
And Startup Nation is a very promising colt.
Bolo absolutely annihilated them.
Premium beat. Miss Temple City, sharp in the hilltop.
Papa Cool, exploding through under a hand ride here. Very impressive.
In the business of breeding horses, timing is everything. Making ovulation more predictable, Sucromate Equine takes the guesswork out of scheduling breedings. Sucromate is the only FDA-approved deslorelin product indicated for inducing ovulation within 48 hours of treatment. Sucromate is safe, reliable, and results from a large field-based study show Sucromate provides a higher ovulation rate than any other product. Streamline your breeding season with Sucromate Equine.
Kentucky Derby winner Orb posted 5 consecutive wins, including this signature victory.
And Orb has won the Kentucky Derby!
He took both the Florida Derby and the Fountain of Youth by storm.
Won the Fountain of Youth!
Now his grand-looking first-crop weanlings are catching all of the attention. Orb, from a family of successful sires and champions, standing at Claiborne Farm.
Don't you know Hail Marys are long shots? But even a long shot can be a winner, like at Tampa Bay Downs. Because at Tampa Bay Downs, well, jockey?
At Tampa Bay Downs, you can have a lot of fun, maybe win a little money, watching the horses run.
Awesome. Grandstand admission is free on weekdays and only $2 on weekends. So you think you can catch a race or 2?
Yeah, maybe a long shot will pay off for me.
Tampa Bay Downs, live it up at the Downs.
Now a Florida Thoroughbred history moment. Founded in 1956, Ocala Stud is the oldest active thoroughbred farm in Florida and a pioneer in the thoroughbred industry. The landmark Ocala Stud's message is simply put, if you want a runner, look to Ocala Stud. Ocala Stud revolutionized the worldwide industry, creating 2-year-old in training sales. Now represented by the 3rd generation of the O'Farrell family, the farm's reputation as a top producer of thoroughbreds makes them a symbol of excellence. This has been a Florida Thoroughbred history moment.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with an undefeated winner of the Grade 2 Devona Dale Stakes coming up in this segment. 3-year-old stakes action is presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. Turf 3-year-olds at Gulfstream Park in the Grade 3 Palm Beach Stakes. Converge, the 5-2 favorite. Larry Comas has the call.
It is American Phantom and Tyler Gaffleone on the lead by a length and a half. And then it's Giant Run in second, followed by Scholar Athlete, who's beat to the inside. Don't Be So Salty's just to the outside of them. Cave Johnson is in behind that group, racing about 5 lengths off the lead. Then Converge Urban Bourbon, followed by Frontier Ranger. 2 lengths more to Space Mountain. Then Gimlet, followed by Stablemate Kismet's Heels. And the trailer is JR's Holiday. The half was 47-1. Around the far turn they go. It's American Phantom, still the leader. Giant Run's up alongside in second. Out Outside of them, Scholar Athlete, Don't Be So Salty's moving 4 wide. Oosby in behind horses waiting for running room, and in tight quarters on the inside is Oosby. As they come to the top of the stretch, it's Giant Run, and to the outside comes Scholar Athlete. Oosby now has running room at the rails, so too does Converge, and he's charging through. Here comes Converge. Converge comes up the rail inside of Giant Run. Oosby is right behind them. It's going to be Converge to win it.
New York bred Converge by Windstar Farm stallion Sydney's Candy closes rapidly to score by 3/4 over Giant Run, who noses out Oosby for place. Javier Castellano aboard the Keeneland Sells Graduate in 140-3. A first out maiden winner at Belmont Park, the Chad Brown trainee was runner-up in the Awad Stakes over the Belmont Turf in his 2-year-old finale. The colt was bred in New York by SF Racing and was a $240,000 Keeneland September yearling. Converge has earned $141,000 for Paul Pompa Jr. Javier Castellano with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. 3-year-old turf fillies in the Grade 3 Here Comes the Bride Stakes. Making her first start since her Breeders' Cup victory, Catch a Glimpse, the 3-5 favorite. Once again, here's Larry Comas.
They continue their journey up the backstretch with Vieja Luna running a half mile in an easy 49 seconds flat. And Catch a Glimpse is just to her outside now, hard held and just a neck back as they move for the far turn. Lyra's a bit closer too, 2 lengths off the lead, then gone away to the outside, followed by Wedding Dress. Hold Harmless rides the rail into the turn as they really tighten up, and Catch a Glimpse takes the lead. Catch a Glimpse is in front as the field makes their way toward the top of the stretch. Lyra sent up after her, Wedding Dress to the far outside, then it's gone away and they're into the stretch, and it's Catch a Glimpse. Catch a Glimpse comes down to the furlong pole, opens up 2.5 lengths. Lyra is second as they come past the 16th pole. Catch a Glimpse by 3 over Lyra, and Catch a Glimpse comes back, and here comes the bride.
Catch a Glimpse is sharp in her 3-year-old debut, defeating Lyra by 2.5 lengths, a 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sells graduates. Florent Giroux aboard in 142-3. The Mark Casse trainee is undefeated in her last 4 starts on grass, including the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies Turf. The filly by City Zip was bred in Kentucky by Branch Equine and was a $75,000 Keeneland September yearling. Catch a Glimpse has earned $767,000 for Gary Barber, Michael James Ambler, and Windways Farm. Derby Dance stallion Sky Kingdom, track record-setting, multiple graded stakes winning son of Sire's Empire Maker, from the immediate family of AP&D. Sky Kingdom is being offered through Derby Dan's Share the Upside program. 2 Aqueduct for 3-year-old fillies in the Busher Stakes. Katniss the Victor, the 6-5 favorite. John Embrial picks up the call.
Half mile, 49-2, and the 3-year-old fillies head for the far turn. Whistling Straits holds on to a narrow lead over Lost Raven. Katniss the Victor on the outside in 3rd, and Mo D'Amour remains in 4th. It's still Whistling Straits. Lost Raven now right alongside. Katniss the Victor is 3rd as the field hits the top of the stretch. 3/4 went in 114. Katniss the Victor has taken the lead now from Lost Raven. Mo D'Amour has come off the inside and is gaining ground, and Dreams to Reality is putting in a big run out in the middle of the track. Here's Mo D'Amour now to take the lead from Katniss the Victor. Dreams to Reality on the outside. They come down for the finish, and Mo D'Amour has won the Busher.
Mo D'Amour by Coolmore America stallion Uncle Mo cruises to a 2-length victory over Dreams to Reality, a 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sells graduates. Chris DiCarlo aboard in 147-1. 3rd in the Ruthless Stakes in her 3-year-old debut, Mo D'Amour gets her first stakes victory. The Todd Pletcher trainee prepped for the Busher by easily winning an optional claimer at Laurel Park. The filly was bred in Kentucky by Doug and Felicia Branham. A $22,000 Keeneland September yearling and a $75,000 OBS March 2-year-old, Mo D'Amour has earned nearly $148,000 for King of Prussia Stable. Access Thoroughbred Week online every Saturday on Thoroughbred Daily News at thetdn.com. Back to Gulfstream Park for the Grade 2 Devona Dale Stakes. Undefeated Catherine Sophia, the 1-5 favorite. Again, here's Larry Comas.
They're off in the Devona Dale. Dearest started well from the inside. Catherine Sophia also strong from the start. Rontos Lily's on the far outside with Our Girl's a Charmer as the field makes their way out of the chute. Then it's Bagema, and Lewis Bay is at the back of the field as they exit the chute and begin their run up the back stretch, where it is Dearest going at it early on with Our Girl's a Charmer and Catherine Sophia's between those two, and now moving up to the outside and is running in third up the back stretch. A length and a half farther back, and then comes Bagema down on the inside, and she's moving through now to be only 2 lengths off the lead. Then Lewis Bay and Rontos Lily. The first quarter was not fast. It was 24 seconds flat. And now they make their way into the far turn. And it is Bagema who now comes through an opening on the inside, and Longshot Bagema's got a head in front for now. On the far outside, it's Our Girl's a Charmer. Dearest is in between those two, and Catherine Sophia is now guided to the outside after a 47 flat half mile. And she steadily picks up the pace now, and she's moving up on the outside of the front runners. And Lewis Bay is right behind them as Bagema retreats along the rail. Then Rontos Lily around the far turn. Dearest on the inside. Our Girl's a Charmer between. Catherine Sophia to the outside and Lewis Bay 4 wide. 3/4 in 1:11 and 4. They're into the stretch. Catherine Sophia runs for the lead on the outside and takes off. Catherine Sophia is pouring it on now. She has opened up suddenly to a 5-length lead over Dearest and Lewis Bay. Oh, this is one fantastic filly. Catherine Sophia wins the Devona Dale by about 7 lengths in the end.
Catherine Sophia by Darley Stallion Street Boss keeps her perfect record intact, drawing off to defeat Lewis Bay by 7 lengths. One of 4 winners on the card for Javier Castellano. Time of the race 1:36.3. Catherine Sophia won her first 2 starts by a combined margin of 29 lengths, including a 16-length romp in the Gin Talking Stakes. The John Service trainee rolled to a 5.5-length victory in the Grade 2 Forward Gal Stakes in her 3-year-old debut. The winner was bred in Maryland by Robert Manfuso and was a $30,000 yearling. Catherine Sophia has earned $335,000 for Cash is King, LLC. Catherine Sophia paid $240 to win and is the Malone's Favorite of the Week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. Coming up, an undefeated Kentucky Derby prospect.
Mama Joyce to kick off the early pick 4 with an easy win.
It's First Heritage in front. First Heritage begins to edge away.
Stick Stately Dude gets there and pulls away in the end.
But here's Floradora on the outside, and it's the New York Invader, Floradora, to win it.
Since Florida's first Kentucky Derby winner, Needles, in 1956, Florida has produced 50 national champions,
the 11th Triple Crown winner,
13 classic winners, 155 millionaires, memorable performances, and 26 Breeders' Cup winners. Produce your next champion in Florida.
Caraconte. In the classic mold of a Gainesway stallion, Caraconte hails from the immediate family of champion sire King Mambo. Winner of the Group 1 Grand Criterium at 2, Caraconte captured the sire-making French 2,000 guineas. A Breeders' Cup Mile winner in 132 4/5, Caraconte posted the highest turf buyer of the year.
Caraconte with a rush on the outside. Caraconte and O'Donnell.
Caraconte, standing at Gainesway.
For nearly half a century, the Northern Dancer sire line has dominated thoroughbred breeding. Galileo has earned his place among the breed-shaping sires from that lineage.
They're into the stretch. Magician is trying to come late.
Now, his best son in North America
On the far outside, Magician.
will carry on the legacy.
And Magician
magician runs down the fugue.
Time now for the feature race of the week, presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. To Gulfstream Park for 3-year-olds in the Grade 2 Fountain of Youth Stakes. The field included 3 undefeated horses, with Mo Heyman the 2-5 favorite. Here's the call by Larry Comas.
They're off in the Fountain of Youth and away to a perfect start. Zulu is sent out of there to show some early speed. Awesome Banner's a little bit quicker, though, and Awesome Banner gets right to the rail. Awesome Banner with Zulu will sit second now, a length off of him, and then Awesome Speed to the outside, followed by Long Shot Golden Ray, and Mo Heyman is fifth early on, while Fellowship will trail the field as they make their way around that first turn. It is Awesome Banner in front by a length and a half, with Zulu running in second. Awesome Speed is third, racing on the outside of a hard-to-control Golden Ray, who's fourth at the rail, and Mo Heyman sidles up alongside of him, 4 lengths off the lead. The trailer is Fellowship, and the quarter was 23-2. So they move on to the backstretch here, with Awesome Banner leading the way in the Fountain of Youth, and Zulu also undefeated second, and Mo Heyman, the 3 undefeated horses, 1, 2, 3 up the backstretch. Awesome Speed follows in fourth. After that, it's Golden Ray who's being ridden to keep up, and the trailer is Fellowship. The half is up in 47 seconds flat, and they're moving into the far turn, and Zulu takes the lead. Zulu has taken over on the far turn from Awesome Banner, and Mo Heyman is right alongside of them, and the 3 of them head around the far turn, 4 lengths clear of Awesome Speed, who's been passed now by Fellowship, and Fellowship's about to go past stablemate Awesome Banner on the far turn. In the meanwhile, Zulu and Mo Heyman have run 3/4 in 1:11 flat, and they're coming to the top of the stretch of the Fountain of Youth. Fellowship is trying to come and get them from third, and they're into the stretch, and it's Mo Heyman who has taken the lead on the outside. Mo Heyman to the front, pulling away from Zulu. Fellowship is third as Mo Heyman pulls away. And Mo Heyman remains unbeaten, winning the Fountain of Youth over Zulu.
Mo Heyman by Gainesway Stallion Tappet continues his impressive winning streak by 2 lengths over Zulu for a 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sales graduates. Junior Alvarado up in 1:42-4. A 3-time winner at 2, including a pair of graded stakes at Aqueduct, Mo Heyman opened his 3-year-old campaign with an impressive victory in the Grade 2 Holy Bull Stakes. The May foal was bred in Kentucky by Clear Sky Farms and is a half-brother to Breeders' Cup Juvenile winner and Spendthrift Farm stallion New Year's Day. Mo Heyman has earned $805,000 for Shadwell Stable. Up next for the Kieran McLaughlin trainee, a likely showdown with undefeated champion Nyquist in the Grade 1 Florida Derby. The colt was consigned by Clear Sky Farms to the 2014 Keeneland September yearling sale, where he was purchased by Shadwell for $2.2 million, the co-highest price of the sale. Undefeated Grade 2 Fountain of Youth Stakes winner Mo Heyman, the Keeneland Sales graduate of the week.
Thank you, Pete. $2,200,000. Thank you both, men.
3 graded stakes on Saturday's card at Gulfstream Park, including the Grade 2 Gulfstream Park Handicap. Kentucky Derby hopefuls, including Shadwell Shaggoff, will be featured at Aqueduct in the Grade 3 Gotham Stakes. And champion filly Songbird will be in action in the Grade 3 Santa Isabel Stakes. We'll have those races and much more next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture. Online at tbredweek.com.